Pat Utomi threatens legal actions unless Onanuga withdraws false statement. Exactly. I think Onanuga is getting away with so many things, and that is why he thinks he can say anything just because they are in power. How can you say that the Peter Obi supporters or the obedience and the IPOBs are the people that are sponsoring or trying to organize the protest to undermine Tinubu's government? The next thing is that the IPOB that wants to extricate Southeast from Nigeria are also the people sponsoring the protest or organizing the protest. That doesn't make sense. Now, why are you dragging Peter Obi into the whole thing? And like in line with that, Peter Obi has cried out now that Tinubu is planning his arrest using protest as accusation. That is crazy. So now Pat Utomi has come out to tell Onanuga to withdraw that statement that Peter Obi supporters are the people that are planning the protest, or he will get illegal action. But again, let's get into the details and hear Pat Utomi more. Professor Pat Utomi has threatened to seek redress from International Criminal and other human rights court if Bayo Onanuga, spokesman of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, doesn't offer a reasonable explanation to his first comment linking him to the planned nationwide protest, which Onanuga claimed is insurrection. So Utomi, in a press statement on Monday, stated that his attention has been drawn to a statement by Bayo Onanuga, a spokesman for the presidency, alleging that he has been a key player in the demonstrations viewed as insurrection. Okay, so it's not just Peter Obi this time, even Pat Utomi is roped into it. So the statement reads, "Let me state first and foremost that I have no problem with protest. They are legitimate sources of feedback in a democracy. I have participated in several during military rule alongside some of those now in government. My reaction to Onanuga's statement has therefore nothing to do with the legitimacy of the demonstrations, but with the deliberate and outright falsehood of the statement. First, I have been living in the United States for several months now and was actually unaware of threats of demonstration, so I couldn't have been part of something I didn't know was in the works. So as a student of the state in post-colonial Africa, I am horrified that agents of the state can fabricate deliberate falsehood. As I know phones are bugged, there should at least be evidence of some contact between me and these ostensible demonstration planners. They don't even need to produce the conversation to show evidence, but just a thread of contact. So if no evidence of Mr. Onanuga's false assertion is shown, I will assume it reasonable that the object is to water the ground for false reasonable felony charges that can result in the claim of one's life. So I intend to therefore proceed to the International Criminal and other human rights court if a reasonable explanation is not forthcoming. I will also have no choice but to institute a claim of 500 billion naira for fake news, hate speech, and intent to procure state murder of an innocent citizen. If judicial capture makes justice problematic in Nigeria, I expect that I can trust extranational institutions and global human solidarity. As one who survived 2 assassination attempts under Abacha, of which there are public court records when some of those now in power were my colleagues' freedom advocates, okay, I am clear they know the consequence of their plotting. So I have, in a reaction on X, already indicated that I meant to ignore the false assertion, but I have been advised of a more sinister motive of state terror that should not be allowed to go unchallenged in the plan apparently being instigated by Mr. Onanuga, Utomi added. Oh boy. So now he's going to get Onanuga, charged. If in fact he's going to take him to International Criminal Court and other human rights court. Okay, and that is in Hague, in Netherlands. Okay, and Hague is in Switzerland. Yeah. So then he said if the Nigerian judicial system is problematic, he will get solidarity from from the outside of the country. He's ready to press his charges because what Onanuga is trying to do is to rope him into a false treasonable felony to press a state charge against him which can take his life. And he has survived two assassination attempts under military regime, and the people in power now are aware of that and how he survived. So this is not going to lie low because this Onanuga, so you can imagine. So I was even talking about Peter Obi's own. Onanuga also had roped in part of Tommy into it, and part of Tommy said he has been in the US for a few months now and is not even aware that such will be taking place. And he, federal government can trace or get anybody that is planning such protests because they have the power to bug people's phones. Okay, they don't need to produce, they don't need to produce the discussion or test. They can, even the thread of contact will show who is connected to who. So with all of this now, let me see what Onanuga is going to say, because Onanuga is just creating propaganda, falsehood everywhere. He has created falsehood against Peter Obi, and Peter Obi just prayed for them, himself and Reno Mokri. Now, information getting to what is his name, part of Tommy, is that he has been roped into it as well, and that is just to spoil his character. Okay, as long as there's nothing wrong with protest, it's part of democracy. He has not been a privilege to be part of the planning of the protest. So why is Onanuga roping him into what he did not know about? That is the question. I think Onanuga needs someone that will teach him a lesson because his propaganda is just off the roof. There's a comment here. Somebody is saying, take the idiot to court so that all this APC nonsense will stop. Exactly. And then somebody say, which court? Have you forgotten where you are? Is it the court of Ariwala or Samani, Yakubu, or who? You should not seek or clean cloth from a pig. Just do divine prayer on the heads in the way worship and wait for God's response. Somebody thought that when we fire bio, still they gather. Not be small thing. He is very intelligent and well educated. Onanuga need to shake up to come back with his senses, and as an international figure, International Court of Justice is the right place to handle him, not Nigerian court. That be lie. Onanuga, just continue with your Igbo agenda. Which Igbo agenda? They don't call him Mugu. People tell you on Igbo agenda. This one Agberu. Someone saying, I don't understand all this social media fight. The government should do something to alleviate the suffering of the people. This be done social media fight too. Another guy will hear it. Social media has come to stay, and it's the fastest way of channeling communication now and drawing people, individuals, and public attention to a situation. So I think not like even the government cannot stay away from social media. They have recruited the warriors, social media warriors, to work for them. So social media is now a better place to deal with issues now rather than looking for individuals to make phone calls or to do face-to-face fight. No, that is it. Some say got it right. Bayo Onanuga is reckless. His senseless false allegations must be controlled as he is fading image maker and embarrassment to the government. Exactly. Bayo Onanuga's reckless, senseless, false allegations must be controlled. Yes, because he is fading image maker. Now, wow. Onanuga has been a useless and foolish man starting from day one. They don't finish him. Prof, the Nigerian masses are with you. Please, sir, go to court, but not Nigerian court. That is it. As always, I got your back, Prof. So everybody is happy with him. Bang, bang, bang. He done the shelle. Of course, Onanuga thought he will succeed with insightful comments with time. Okay, the way he complained or he championed the anti-Igbo Lagos is a no man's land propaganda. You don't need to threaten anybody. Go to court now and stop making mouth. Can you imagine? These guys, all these Agbadorians are still staying in one side to talk. Good one, good smelling Onanuga. A Sunuga is a rotten. They just insult him. I'm telling you. I pray this stupid old man do not set Nigeria on fire. What his hate speech. Exactly how with his hate speech. But Onanuga is just something else. And now everybody, I don't know how people live a life that everybody is against you and cursing you rather than praying for you and you are comfortable with it. What a bad character. So thank you for listening. Let's have your comment over what is happening between Onanuga now and Pat Utomi.